I always talk about sustainability, the match, the purpose in the business itself. So that is, I think, extremely important. And it's something that people don't normally think about, right? They go in and just, what's the hot business? How do I get involved? What kind of money I can make? And once they dig a little bit deeper, it's like, wow, there are other options out there. There are better matches for me. I really like that. On Surv, if you could run us down the business model, the right fit, essentially your franchise avatar, and what does that business look like? As far as the team, is this a W-2 or 1099 model? What type of tasks are you able to handle for both seniors and busy families?
Serves a to-do list membership for homeowners. So we do all of the low-level tasks around the house. Our core four is moving and junk, one category, exterior cleaning, which includes window washing, power washing, and gutter cleaning. Then we have odd jobs, which is a little bit of a catch-all. That can be general assistance, like you just want help moving a couch, you want help with this, etc. And then you have a to-do list membership for homeowners, and we do all of the basic odd jobs around the house to help people live fuller lives at home. Both the busy family that doesn't have time for it, and also the senior that's trying to age at place. So we have core four services, we like to think, which is moving and junk removal as one category. That could be moving furniture around the house, a local move down the street, getting rid of some junk, decluttering. That's one bucket. Next one is yard work. So that could be like weeding, edging, mulching, pruning. That's this next bucket. The third, I would say, is the odd jobs, which is kind of all of the different catch-all bucket, general assistance, maybe just want a helping hand. We have a do with you model where the homeowner can hire you to help you around the house with projects, because many homeowners still want to get their hands dirty, and just having an extra hand is all they really need. And then the exterior cleaning, which is your power washing, soft washing, window washing, gutter cleaning. So that's just anything exterior to make the house look cleaner.
And are these the people doing the actual work? Are they W-2? What does that look like? Is the franchise owner hiring these individuals directly?
Yeah, primarily W-2. We start with a really small team. It could be as small as you and one other person. We like to have a group of two to four, but we would talk to you about that with that franchisee when they onboarded. And they can add in, as they scale up the model, they can add in some 1099, but we primarily like to keep, W-2, trucks, tools, uniforms, like really having everything under control and not all subbed out.
Gotcha. And from the franchisee standpoint, what is the franchisees kind of, what are they doing on a daily basis, and what support are they getting? Is marketing being handled at the franchisor level? What are they doing to generate leads in business?
So the community partner franchisee, they really take one of two roles: the community manager or the community business developer. So they can either run the day-to-day operations and get their hands dirty in the field and make sure everything's running smoothly, or they can go out and be the face of the business, networking with a lot of realtors, interior designers, property managers, senior care agencies. Like there's many different ways that we generate business, and they can really take one of those two seats. We recommend that they hire that second position. And then with what we provide as a franchisor, and one thing that we've kind of left out is we did this deal with a group called Cornerstone about 6 months ago, and have brought in incredible infrastructure. Our sister company is Firstlight Home Care, that has 300 franchisees doing incredible volume per franchisee unit volume. And they've brought all of our back-end support so that make sure that we could really support the franchisees well. And we just brought on recently a brand president, a man named David Dunsmuir, that helped build Home Depot, as really leading up the charge. And so, we're wrapping our arms around the franchisee to really give them the business in a box so that they don't have to do a lot of thinking. And all they have to do is follow the playbook. So everything you could think, from marketing, from print, digital, all your B2B, your third-party lead gen, your door-to-door sales, your cold call sales, recruiting tools, all the business presentations, anything that they could ever think they would ever need. We give from a marketing perspective. We bring up the technology to help run the day-to-day operations, from their reporting, scheduling, dispatching, quoting, follow-up, all the nurturing sequences that need to do with the customer, everything with their QuickBooks, their financial tools, their projections, helping them with recommendations with HR. It's really like anything that they could need in a business, like we have it for them, but it's them to go out and execute and build it locally in their community.
Gotcha. So you had mentioned with Cornerstone. So it sounds like if you're a Surv franchisee, you're going to be essentially that's who you're going to be working with, the people at Firstlight. So if a franchisee at Firstlight is taking care of mom or dad, can actively go in there and handle the to-do list. If I'm not if I understood correctly.
Yeah, so that's a nice thing about the sister company. Every franchisee from Firstlight has, it's their own business, but we make that strategic introduction and we like to find ways that they can overlap so that we can go out and help the same customers. And also, Firstlight has a lot of referral partners, people that they're getting leads from for their clients that they can be leveraged as well. So we try to find ways between the two that they can symbiotically help each other.
The support system is seasoned, backed by a team with centuries of experience from giants like Home Depot and ServiceMaster. But what advice does a successful founder like Patrick have for someone who wants to franchise their own business concept? He shares his detailed playbook next on the Franchise Freedom Podcast.